Father, why don't modern men value integrity in women?
I agree the question.
It seems to me that I've encountered this. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely right, like Gadki from my personal experience. So, what's the point? Why do decent men not gravitate towards dishonest women? Decent men appreciate decent women and they need to interact with decent people. So, that's just a small, not very stylish example, but it's a recent one. We just talked about it not long ago. We had a conversation at home about one of my nieces, she's my goddaughter, getting married to a young man. He proposed and she said yes. That's just a technical detail. I had some interactions with this young man. I can say a few things about them. First, for 2 years, I think, she's been praying for the quality of her guardian angel. So, what is the foundation and basis of her life? God prays for the grace of this spirit about him. He, more than 6 months. He is a church reader. That says something. Spiritual aspects. A good person was drawn to a good person. They each interacted with decent people, and they didn't climb where roses don't grow in the dump. There's no point in looking for them there. Second, here are his words. Before the word I sell a little bit in advance, but it's worth mentioning. He says, Father, I really like her. And when she said one phrase, who wanted me, says, how would it be? To make you think, to cool down. She just lit a bigger fire inside me. And what phrase was it? And it turns out it's like this. She says, you know. There were young people who had already offered me to connect. I just said it like that. I'm ready to communicate. But I just didn't have a man physically. And it will never happen in life. I will have a husband, one and for life, but there will be before marriage and outside of marriage. And there are all kinds of goals. It's better to just forget about me altogether. They walked away. He was still looking. This is how it goes. Here she is. Is she decent or not? She's not. For me, he says, I was shaking. I wouldn't hold back if there are still chances in our time. That's it, he says. I've made up my mind. I won't back off from her until I convince her to marry me. Who should I look among? Who should I look among? Well, basically, you see, we just said that and the other prayer. I mean, it's about a family person. That's why the Lord brought them together like that. So, what pushes others away actually draws him in. You need to be among decent people. The decent ones will be there.